I like that. I like that. Some people were smart to do that, especially John. It actually caught me unawares too, but then. Okay, so we expect people back here.
Thank you.
So then, John, did you actually understand the list of what you are doing in Akwa Ibom State? When I said you should go after the government's transformation agenda.
Yes. What I understand is that from what I have on the list under the micro startups,
yes,
I have to put what I have on the list against the government's agenda,
excellent,
and now select the priorities that would be easily noticeable by the government.
Excellent. Mr. Peter Oluka. Mr. Peter Oluka.
Yes, sir.
I sincerely want you to be on the ground to be able to listen to all of this because it's a very simple logic, simple research.
Yes, sir.
But it's not easy to speak about. And if you can see it and see that it's actually a national developmental thing, that is the kind of media presentation I want us to be able to sit and project. It's a national rebuild. It's a renovation of the entire country. Before this session wraps up, I'm going to share a bit out of the activities that each of them is involved with, which is the main thing.
Seeing the presentation, I have no doubts that it's a reflection of what it should be.
That somebody has to do some work, quite frankly, my brother.
Of course.
So yeah, John. So you will eventually be able to see how you get my three categories of very important, what we call the VI for Akwa Ibom, the LI, the less important for Akwa Ibom, and the not important, the NI for Akwa Ibom. You get that research point, right? You're muted. So that you're muted. So you now realize that will now help you to look at Emmanuel Udom. If I send you to Emmanuel Udom, I'm sending you with authority. And Emmanuel Udom, that is a personal friend, but I don't do politics with any one of them, like I've always told you. Sorry, Mr. Peter, I'm sure you will know Mr. Emmanuel Ekuwem. That is the secretary to Akwa Ibom State, right?
Yes,
He's always in your fold. He's in your fold, but now when they're in government, nobody hears about them. They won't even pick your call if you know them, if they know you. No, but then all of them, I don't need to see them. I don't need to talk to any one of them. I'm not their mates. I will send people, young people, their children or their grandchildren, to go show them the services that they ought to be facing as leaders of those communities. And that is what they need to do for the generation that we are now, not even the next generation, because they're overdue. So Akwa Ibom, I was still speaking with Akwa Ibom. So you realize that by the time you put all this together, and you've had a session with the Akwa Ibom State government for once, Abi? They did not respect you.
I've had a session.
They will not respect you yet. They will not respect you, don't worry. When you are done and you are meeting Emmanuel Udom directly and not just say you are from me, you are presenting what I've been able to make it to present of my own state, because that's my state, to the governor himself. All those paraphernalia, all those peripherals around him will find their level, and you face your work to see what influence you give to the state. And that's exactly my direction, because I'm not asking a dime from any one of them. Right. So in the session I shared the last time, let me just see if I just continue. That each of the states, so that I'll be able to share more from Bauchi, that Bauchi has granted me time to access his page. I'm sure, Bauchi, I can access your page, right? Alhaji Aliu.
You can access it, sir.
Excellent, thank you. I needed permission. Akwa Ibom was too selfish.
Yes, sir.
Right. Sure. So I'm back here. Okay, I was able to explain this place. Did I exhaust it? that a state that currently our certified entrepreneurs are not active, we are already fishing out to get people from another state, you know, and that replacements will just come handy. And if you look at it here, we also want to know that our vision and content activity is very clear. There's no confusion. Can you fit into our framework as aligned with the United Nations ICT for Seeds strategic planning initiative designed to fast track? These things were designed to fast track, right? These things were designed to fast track developments for developing countries and small islands. And look at the framework. The Innovationbed framework is simple. Look at the first button, says fix a gap research. All these are all research components. Fix a gap is one I started with. Upskilling was needful. And then the World Summit, which is the innovation, determination of the environment and showcasing it to the world, is the third intervention. Then the fourth intervention is actually what is bringing out the micro startups, which is the project that is being managed by Professor Amjad. That is the director of graduate program, ICT graduate program at the Harrisburg University in the US. And this is actually transforming into what I call the micro startups in Nigeria. Micro startup as a word is not new, but in Nigeria, for the purpose, is a new revolution, sort of. And of course, lastly, the grassroots digital policy. Because if we do all of this and we don't also balance it with the appropriate grassroots digital policy, then people may not be able to listen to us or doing what we are asking them to do. And of course, we are on the framework of these same collaborations and communications and collaborations of the UNICT for Seeds that some of us are very familiar with. So this is the page for Founders Partnership, and the owners and people who are ready are sending us videos that they can perform. They are trainable and they can actually run this program in the States. This is what we need of any other state without an actor at the moment. So still under the micro startups there, I want to access a page that has some activity, and that is, let me go to Bauchi State. Oh, Bauchi. Oh, I'm lucky. You know why I said I wanted to use Bauchi? Because we recently shared some stuff. So, right. The Bauchi Micro Startups Smart Cities Research Enterprise Formation page, what it does is that it goes to look at the facts about the states. And this is about the same thing that will happen for all the 36 states of the Federation. We can know where you are. I can drill you down to your village. Peter, Mr. Peter.
Yeah.
Are you from Bauchi State? Are you from Bauchi State? Because I can take you to your village now.
Yes, sir.
Are you from Bauchi State?
I'm from the Coast City. I'm from the Coast City.
Oh, Coast City, excellent. So I can take you to any part of the country and we can build our micro startups there. We can show you the prospect of that state and we can actually help the youth in that place to power their future life with the innovation we've got on our hands. Now, we now say that Bauchi State, okay, we said that here, that digital services development in Bauchi State of Nigeria will begin to record an unprecedented growth across numerous sectors. The goal of our partnerships are to help indigent certified entrepreneurs demonstrate their investment readiness by making a concise and compelling case, articulating their funding needs to impact investors. Once we have done our bit, you'll be surprised at the kind of investors that will be interested in you, but we need to make you look attractive. We're not going to beg anybody. To take you to the attraction, you need to do some homework, and that is where we are. And once we are there, we are actually sending you an errand to the governor of Bauchi State, Governor Bala Mohammed, that he has to study what you are doing as a group, as a micro startup, that what you are doing can help Bauchi State at large. So we look at his state agenda and we mirror what it is, and based on over 2,000 lines of services that we already have, we'll just begin to service the state, and we don't need to be in political party. We don't even need to be in civil service.
This is impressive, sir.
Okay.
This is impressive.
I don't have to be in political party. I don't have to be in a civil service to do this work. And this was the list of things we talked about. It can be very Herculean, but they've been granted. I'm sure they've been on this for about 2 months. Some people are doing very well, but some people are not doing well enough. So we have moved far above them to even do what we're going to give them to them when we see that they are not. They're actually not very active. But then this you find here are sets of things that there is no smart, advanced nation in the world that has not played at least a line of all these services that we have here. And now we are saying, as a country, we can never remain where we are now. Can we just project ourselves to those advanced countries? Can we look at what was it that they were doing? Are you with me? What is it? Area waste strategy. You know what I'm saying? Certain states have planned for all these things. But here, there is no intelligence. Here, nobody is bothered. Arson reduction, people burn buildings anyhow. What is it that some countries have done so well that this does not happen every time? There's so many things. So many. Asylum seekers travel permit. Nigeria may not be that kind of place that people want to come and seek asylum, quite all right. But you can't be so sure. You can't be so sure that your city may become so well that asylum seekers will be even finding solace. They want to come to this place for shelter. There's so many things. Bail accommodation, bail information. These are common things across so many nations. So
you're right on point, sir.
There are so many things. And I'm talking about more than 2,000. We can't even show this to the world. We can't even talk about this. And the research is ongoing that we are getting what is due for this state, that state, what is workable now. And guess what? By the time you have done your homework, and almost all these services are done, there are several opportunities that we have done so much, opportunities that we are sharing with them. Is it how to write a letter to the governor? There are some basics and samples. Is it how to approach your military of your commissioner for your ministry for health in your state? And so many things will be brought together, and you realize that you will actually be able to, earn and do more for the state, to let us work hard to save the state from the kind of problems that they all find themselves. So you realize that our research of 3 components is made up of the Fix a Gap research, the youth upskilling, and the youth upskilling is actually what everybody may have been familiar with. That was the project that brought about some of us here who are already on the field as we speak, that we are even working to get the 2,000, the cohort 2. And when we said the states should help us sponsor people from the states, there is some slowdown, and we cannot wait on that. And that's why we have to continue our work. So once we can afford that, we can actually go ahead and pay people to run the thing for free, we are able to do that and initiate that very soon. And that's why that session produced this set of people, where we have Bede for Akwa Ibom, we have Miklimatu for Gombe, we have Abubakar Yusuf is not in today. That's the person from Katsina, and that's the person from, I have someone here. Is Amanda still in the house? Amanda is not in the house. I wanted to show her the person in charge of Benue, or rather, Benue State. And of course, our Sani Bello for Kano, we have Olubenga Shitu, Ogun State. And more there, we have, Mercy. I sent a message to Mercy. She was supposed to join us in this meeting. Aliu for Bauchi. We have Ishaku Mafindi of Taraba. We have Endurance for Edo State. And of course, our dear Mohamed Abubakar here for FCT. And of course, some other secretariat people internally. that the cohort 2 is actually being planned, and a couple of videos on that thing that people can actually get. And you realize that we're actually sending our people to their executive governors. If you look at this list, this is sending this guy to his executive governor. We are practically sending them to their executive governors. And Abuja, you need to go see your FCT minister.
Okay,
of course,
sir.
the Gombe, Iklimatu, and so on and so forth. Awa is already in talks with the governor, Kano State, and they are the ones already prepared. I think it was actually Salah. Perhaps after, now that Salah is over, their nominations for the all the 44 local governments list will be ready for perfection. And I think Bauchi State is also working tirelessly to get in nominations from all their local governments. So Ogun State. So you realize that we are actually heavily training our people to engage the leadership space. And that is about the only thing we can do. That is the best we can do. We can't keep wailing. We can't just keep wailing. And about now, new people will be made to register directly. You are familiar with this portal, right? So new people will be registering directly to that portal. And that is the good thing about what we're doing now. So, and this project, if you see, this was some years ago. This was actually at my office in Adabraka in Ghana, Accra, Ghana. So please don't think if Nigeria does not work, Africa cannot work. No, there are so many things we've got to run for other African countries to benefit from. This was actually in my office in Adabraka in Ghana. And of course, these sessions were ongoing and they can be intensified because we actually had some other people who were supposed to be in this session from Accra in this session. Oh, in the house, I have a great friend, Aslan Dawood just joined us. Aslan, how are you? Aslan? Aslan just joined us and is actually the gentleman that we've worked with Professor Amjad for several years before now. And then we're just opening up the digital marketing for the masses page, what we call digital market for the masses. And don't forget, there's also what we call 3D printing for the masses. And all these services will be spawned from time to time. Talking about the digital marketing for the masses, this is actually a new course that we are putting together, and that is Aslan Dawood. He just joined us in now. I will stop this session so we can recognize him. And the whole idea about what he has done is to see how Smart Advertisements and Programmers Foundation can push the capacity on digital marketing to young people, you know, so that they can provide smart digital marketing across the environment. And that's the essence of partnerships. And like I told you, we are still actually opening up very many more partnerships from around the world. So I will just stop my session at this point, and then we'll just get back. Mr. Aslan.
Hello, Amos.
How are you, Aslan? Yeah, can I see your face? Do you have a face here we can see? How are you, sir? And thank you.
I'm absolutely fine. How are you?
Oh, thank you. I'm so great. I'm so great. So thank you so much that you're able to make it. Are you in New Zealand?
No, I'm in Pakistan at the moment.
Oh, great, great, great. So thank you so much. This time here is about 12:33 p.m. I don't know the timing was so. How is it your time now?
Yeah, so it's like 4:30 p.m. here in Pakistan.
Oh, great, great. Sorry, I thought I'd woken you up on a bed or so. Well, you're on Innovation Bed. You are welcome. So the session had started on the 1st. We rolled into this, and I think we'll be wrapping it up because I just shared that what Programmers is doing, I'm sure you've been following, that all the good jobs that Professor Amjad and I have been doing, we've been able to get some breeds of new youths in the country, and we are even projecting to get to start to train more. And of course, the digital marketing just came on board, and that will be one other area that we're also going to use to project to get these young people to get to know how they can. Perhaps if you have one or two to share on one of these processes, what these projects are all about.
Yeah, so basically, thank you very much, first of all, Amos, for giving me this opportunity.
Do you have your video? Do you have your video?
Please hang on a minute. Let me open it up.
Great.
Because I didn't take the proper setup with me, but I will try.
Great.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can see.
Oh, great. Yeah. So in the house, let me just briefly tell you, I have some spin-offs of Professor Amjad in the house. I have Bedia Basit John. I have Mohamed Abubakar. These are some of the products that Professor Amjad has trained. And they're actually doing quite a lot of work so far. And as you know, this project is research. So we are still doing a whole lot more. So thank you so much, Dar Aslan. So your words.
Yeah, thank you very much, Amos, for your kind introduction. So the whole idea behind the smart advertisement is actually help small businesses who are actually suffering from COVID-19. So we are trying our best to give the digital marketing services on like 90% discount, not only in Pakistan, but everywhere across the globe. And the second purpose of this particular initiative is that I am creating digital marketing course that includes SEO, website development, analytics, digital marketing planning as well. And that particular course would be very helpful, especially for the youth everywhere across the globe, to get themselves well educated about digital marketing, which I'm sure you know that it is very hot job at the moment.
That's right.
Not only in Pakistan, not only in New Zealand, you can see a lot of jobs opening across the globe. So digital marketing is really a worthful type of a certificate to have. So my plan is to actually generate a very top-notch type of a course with hands-on experience so that people can not only get to know about the technicality, but also they can perform digital marketing campaigns by themselves to increase their particular knowledge and experience. And once they get to know and they get the experience of all this course, I will try my best to get them connected with the international marketplace so they can start working and they can start operating their own small businesses.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
that's the whole idea behind it.
Thank you so very much, Aslan. I'm so grateful. You know, on a normal day, because it was just my internal and a small event, I would have even brought in Professor Amjad. I'm sure he would have been glad to meet you.
Yeah. So yeah, quick question: are we recording this session?
Oh yeah, sure. You have it. You will have it. Yes.
Oh, absolutely. That would be great because I will send the link of the recording to Dr. Amjad as well. He will be very delighted to see.
That's excellent. Well. Excellent. Let me say, Mohamed Abubakar. Mohamed.
Yes, sir.
Please, Aslan here is another son of Professor Amjad. What can you say of Professor Amjad?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Aslan, you are welcome, and we are very grateful to see you join us here. Actually, Professor Amjad has impacted a lot of knowledge, and we have benefited from him immensely. So we are very, very grateful for the impact and the positive contribution he has been providing for us, and he was always ready to give that to us. So we really appreciate and we are sending a greeting of happy Salah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Bede Basi, your message to Professor Amjad through Aslan. That's another son. You guys, actually before now, they thought they are the only sons of Professor Amjad in Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you very much, Abu Bakr, for your kind feedback, and I'll definitely convey your message to Dr. Amjaduma.
You are welcome.
John.
And we will try our best to actually let the people of Nigeria, especially the youth of Nigeria, to enable to actually help you guys to educate more.
That's right.
Not only in like IT, but also in the digital marketing, graphic designing, and all the hot stuff that there is a lot of job opening around the globe. So
that's right.
We need to work together. We need to actually explore. We need to learn more about digital marketing, marketing analytics, machine learning, and all of these things, which are very essential these days.
Right. And Bedia Basi, your message from Akwa Ibom State. You say, I'm from a very large country in Africa, a country of about 200 million. So the states are so wide away, and people are from different parts. I've not even gone halfway yet. So only having the house here, the guy that spoke with you is from the capital city, FCT, and of course the person next, I want him to say a word to Professor Amjad through you is Bedia Basi John.
Hello, Aslan. Thank you for joining us. Before today, we've already heard so much about you and your work. You're doing well. And for Professor Amjad, it's all praises. It's all praises. Professor Amjad is a bank of knowledge. So we really appreciate having him. And we still want to have him again because
great. He's ever there for Nigeria.
Honestly, we can't stop learning.
No, Professor Amjad is now a Nigerian. He has a nationality Nigerian now, so you are safe. So yeah, I have a friend in the house, Mr. Abba Mohammed. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine, sir.
Oh, great. You joined us in the second segment. We really have very little time to go.
I joined in the first segment, but
okay. So thank you so very much. And your colleague Maliu from Bauchi is off. He's no longer here. But then I'm sure we engage a lot within the first segment. The session here is a session where I share that we've got some new collaborations. Digital marketing is going to be for the masses, like I put it. It's actually, I changed the name. I called it digital marketing for the masses. And much later on, some other things will come there that is going to be a mass-based thing. And we also shared that Programmers Foundation, particularly, we are interested in actually creating micro startups from across the country. Why micro startups? We are actually going to help in offering the services that certain entrepreneurs from across all the 36 states should be offering their environments. We have the products, we have the services. By the network, by the global network, all these services will be traded via the Innovationbed micro startups network across the length and breadth of the country. And this is actually costing us a lot. We have to spend time to train. We have to spend time to train people, and that's why we've been sacrificing a lot of the time. But eventually, it's actually a major venture. It's a research that we're not just going to do and it's going to leave the space that way, but it's going to stay because we are currently at this moment, we are on the field. We are actually on the field right now because part of the people I've trained in the past, last year, with the project we ran the last time with Professor Amjad, I'm already sending them to go to their various fields to start on-the-ground assessment of the opportunities in their various regions. And in no time, they will make prosperous business determinations out of this for the future. And that is actually how we want to engage the youths. As we have said here now, I can't see any government, whether I have one or not, I don't even know. But then we know that we can actually use our knowledge capacity to do the next and be prosperous in the end. So thank you so very much, everyone. Aslan, thank you. The website is ongoing. And
Thank you very much.
quite a lot we need to do, like we told you, some e-payment stuff we spoke about. I'm sure that will come to be very soon. And so many mentors and Innovationbed mentors have joined in. And in the course of projects, there are so many products that we are putting together that Nigerians will be able to benefit from. And for me, I don't have a choice apart from my software development. For people to know, okay, yeah, for people to know, I do more of development, so don't mind me. I'm always within code. So no apologies, because that is actually what brings food to my table. If I show you what I have to do immediately as I leave you guys now, this is what it is looking like. This is what it is looking like. And my main application, which is called Cloud Integra, is a capital market solution, and actually believe everybody should have one product or two that you are innovating, solving one problem or the other for your environment. And once you are done, can compile your. So I still do this. Sometimes some of my friends will say that. Sometimes some of my friends will say that one is too old to program. You should not program again, and blah blah blah. You don't have a choice. You have to program. you have to program. Okay. Am I logged out? I'm trying to see how I close this. Okay. Let me just. It's locking me out.
Now I can still see your screen.
Okay, you can still see my screen. I'm trying to even. Okay. End meeting, leave meeting. Assign host. No. It's like it just locked me somehow out. But at any rate, I was just trying to see how I round up a little bit. And it's asking me to end the meeting. No, I don't want to end. Let me leave to this. And